got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn to Scarface. How when I get mad, turn to Sharface. Yeah, nigga. Fuck, I'm talking about that. Hey, tell me how it is, tell me how you feel, tell me what it is, tell me what you wanna do. Put sad boy plotting on who? I done seen it all before I came through. Must well understand, nigga, I'm in the truth, lame ass nigga. But these crackers tryna shoot shit my way. 100 down rides on the highway. Only thing I got in this lifestyle, that's my boss, bitch, and my wordplay. Hey, when I get mad, turn to Scarface. Now when I get mad, turn to Sharface. Yeah, I'm up in South Beach with this shit, nigga, Miami. Fuck on me. Tell me how it is, tell me how you.
Shalom, family. Albany Sabbath service has just begun. I imagine, which means to stand. Let's face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew, then in English. Abanawa, Shabbat, Shemayam, Kadash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakwathka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayam, Nathan Lanawa, Salakia, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kawawathnawa, Kasalaknawa, Ka, Wab, Wath, Yanawa, Wala'a, Taba Yana'awa, Banasa Yawan, Abal, Hawashainawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamlakwath, Wahala, Wahathapa Arath, La'ai Walamyam, Aman. Now in the English, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. All right, so we're going to do the power prayer, the Hakak in the Hebrew first, and in the English, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Baba Kashah, Nathanlanawa, Hakak, Larapa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal, Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Ha, Matazarayim, Hakak, Lahakiyum, Hamathium, Harak, Ail, Rakawath, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahasham, Yahushai, the water, Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. And now we're going to do the blessings in the Hebrew, then the English. Barak atah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa am yaka'ala, wa alahayim, matazabaya, alawap yahana, halawapyam, hasaranyam, hakwataza yanyam, hakayaya yalyam, wa ha'akwatyan, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai the water, Aman. Bless you, Yahweh and Yahushai and Michael and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Okay, so now we're going to do Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, then the English. Asha'a Ayanya al-Haharyam Ma'yan Yaba'a Isaiah Ma'im Yahweh Aisha Shamayam Wa Al Yathan Lamawa Ragalka Al Yanawam Shamarka Hana La'a Yanawam Wala'a, Ya Yashun Shawamar, Yasharala, Yahweh Shamarka, Yahweh Tzalka, Ayel Yad, Yamyamka, Yawamam, Hashemash La'a, Yaka'a, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar Ath Napashka, Yahweh Yashamar Tazaakka, Wabawaaka, Salakia, Maitha, Waid, Iwalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From thence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. The Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. All right, so we're going to be doing Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, then the English. Al-Hayim, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Thacharash, Wa Al-Thashakwat, Al-Kayahana, Awayabyaka, Yahamyawan, Wa Ma Shanayaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, Ailmaka, Ya'irayam, Wa Sawad, Waya Thayatazawa, Ail Tazapawan Yaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wana Kakyadam, Magawiya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasharala, Iwad, Kaya Nawaitaza wa, Lab Yakadwa Al-Yaka, Baryath, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Gabal, Wa Aimawan, Salakia, Wa Aimalak, Palashath, Aim Yashabya, Laban, Yalawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasa Yasara, Kayabyan, Banachal, Kayashwan, Nashamad, Shayatham wa, Nadayabmawa, Kairab, Wakazaaba, Wakaamarna wa, Nayarasha, Lanawa Uth, Nawath, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayathimwa, Ka Galgala, Kakash, La Panyaraka, Kaash, the Ba'ira, Yaira, Waka Lahaba, Sawapathka, Tha Bahalam, Ma'ala Panyaham, Kualawan, Bahalwa, Ya'id, Wa Yakarpara, Salakia, Wa Yakapararwa, Wa Ya Abadwa, Wa Ya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kalha Aratza. In the English, keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur is also joined with them. They have holpen the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin at the brook of Kison, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zeeb. Yea, all their princes Zabah and as Zalmunna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. O my God, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth at a wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid of with thy storm. Salakia. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Lord. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. All right, y'all could be seated. So we're going to start off at Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1. We're going to go up to verse 4. And so then after that, we're going to do the English. So Proverbs 21 and verse 1 is Pala Gaya Mayam Laba Malak Bayad Yahweh Il Kal Ashar Yachapatza Yatanawa. Verse 2, Cal, the rock, Ayash, Yashar, Ba'aya Nayan, Ithakan, Labawath, Yahweh. Verse 3, Aisha, Tazadakwa, Aimashapat, Nabachar, LeYahweh, Mazabak. Verse 4, Rawam, Ayanayam, Salakia, Irachab, Laba, Nara, Rasha Ayam, Chata'ath. All right, so we're going to do the book of Proverbs, chapter 21, verse 1 in the English now. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Verse 2, every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. Verse 3, to do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Verse 4, and high look and a proud heart and the plowing of the wicked is sin. All right, so we're going to give the breakdown now of Proverbs chapter 21, verse 1 all the way to 4. So it says in verse 1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord, as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Meaning that these people that are in power right now, what they're thinking and what they're doing is what is Yahweh's will, basically. He's turning their hearts or their decision making as the rivers of water that Yahweh controls. A good example would be in the book of Exodus, when Pharaoh didn't want to let our people go, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. He decided to keep us and have us enslaved, while Moses was letting Pharaoh know that we have a God and that he wants us to be let go. But beforehand, Yahweh already told Moses that he was going to harden his heart and that it was going to be a difficult process for him to let our people go. And this is what's going on with America today. America don't want to let our people go. They don't want to give us our identity. They're putting in the states here where our people mostly dwell at Planned Parenthood, drugs and alcohol, guns, because he wants us to keep us at a low population, because what he wants is to maintain control. So that's why he puts all these devices towards our people. And just like Pharaoh in the past, he used to put hard work on our people so we don't reproduce. So we'd be too tired to take care of business like at home. And so he used to work us, to the bone. And just like America today, they give us long hours, little pay, and it's all the same tactics. And so America is taking the model of Egypt and placing it upon us like in the past. America looks up to Egypt because of that. And just like Pharaoh, the Lord did what he wanted with him. His decision making was controlled by the Lord. As the rivers of water is the example right here. He turneth it whithersoever he will. So the Lord, as you've seen, made a path for our people. And like he has the power to control those waters. And it's the same way with the kings of the earth. The kings right now, as you see in modern times, a good example of this in modern times would be Vladimir Putin. As you know, he brought out something real heavy, which is that Christ is a black man, that him and his nation is going to follow Black Christ. And he opened up the vaults of all those ancient, paintings of the prophets and Christ being black. And that's something that Yahweh brought out. So it's not only the ICBK now, it's now a whole nation that's stating the fact that Christ is a black man. So that's a great example right there of something that Yahweh is making happen, and it's him doing it. Just like in the past. And speaking of the past, when Pharaoh decided to put our babies into the waters for the alligators, like he paid them back by putting them in the waters as well. Him and his soldiers, when they came after our people. That was his handing it, so it got reversed onto him. And for America, it's going to be the same. America threw our babies into the waters as well for the alligators. They used to call it alligator bait. And so it's gonna all these doings from our enemies is gonna be returned back to them. They're making decisions right now that the Lord wants them to make. That's in the future gonna benefit us as a people. And so let's go on to the second verse. All right, so we're doing Proverbs verse 2 now. Proverbs 21:2. Every way of a man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord pondereth the hearts. Meaning, our people, they think that they're doing what's right because in their mind, you know what I'm saying, God knows them. And they always say it. They always say that God knows their hearts. He does, which is why he knows y'all wicked as hell. You know what I'm saying? And I was one of them. I'm going to tell you that I used to think that I was right. You know what I'm saying? On the right path. When I found the truth, I was amazed. And taking the classes, I was amazed at how much I had wrong. And that's something that our people need to seek out. We need to seek out guidance. We need the guidance. You know what I'm saying? We're living out here like children. Like without knowing, we're being swayed by other people and other cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like we're living a lifestyle like that's not ours. We're adopting different religions, different ideologies, different philosophies. You know what I'm saying? Mostly in the city, it's all YOLO. You know what I'm saying? You only live once. You know what I'm saying? So they go out and they spend as much as they can because they don't think that, you know what I'm saying, this is their only life. You know what I'm saying? So we're easily swayed people, man. We're the lost sheep of the house of Israel. And so you ask any brother that if what he thinks is fine, he's going to say yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that the Lord knows him and that he's not doing anything bad. But, you know what I'm saying, the Lord pondereth the hearts, meaning to ponder is to weigh in the mind, to consider, to examine something. And so when it says the hearts, he's talking about the mind. Like he knows what they're thinking about. And what is it that our people are thinking about? Eating pork, eating crab, shrimp, or lobster, whatever gets pushed out that's popular, that's you know what I'm saying, okay to do now, that's what's being done. Because we're being swayed by popular opinion. We're being swayed by the Facebook, the TikTok, you know what I'm saying, the Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Our women, especially traveling all over these places, you don't know where they get that money from. They're being flown out by these Arabs out here. They're being flown out by the Africans. You know what I'm saying? They don't know what they're doing. That is wrong. Everything they think that's going on is right in their own eyes. What the Bible teaches is that when you get flown out like that, and you don't know that man, but you have, you know what I'm saying, intimate relations with that man, what happens? That man becomes your husband. And if he's a stranger, and not only that, but you don't know him, that's something that's horrible, because the Lord teaches you not to sleep with men from other nations. And for our men, going around sleeping with you know what I'm saying, women that are already married or is having relations with another man, that's her husband. You cannot sleep with that woman. But we're out here doing whatever we want to do. We think that that's okay because that's her decision. It's not her decision. It's your decision as well. You're choosing to sleep with a married woman, and that causes you issues with the Most High God. And so you're probably thinking that you're an okay person, or that you're well-meaning, or you're trying to do the right thing. But for the Lord, you're a disgusting being. You know what I'm saying? You're eating pork. You're sleeping with women that are not yours. And you know what I'm saying? You act in a disgusting way because you're following a trend on social media to go to clubs every week, spend your money. You know what I'm saying? Waste your time. Instead of preparing, you know what I'm saying? We're almost at World War III. You're not preparing nothing. You're living selfishly. The Most High hates all of the things that you're doing, but in your mind, you're doing okay. In your mind, you're not doing anything wrong, and that's incorrect. When you search out these scriptures, when you come to class in the ISUPK, you're gonna learn that there's a lot you didn't know. there's a lot that you're wrong in. Mostly everything that being taught in today's time in the streets or in TV, wherever it is that you get your source of information is incorrect. The Bible should be your only source, and it should be taught in every family that's Black, Latino, Native American. It should be the only thing that's being taught because it corrects the path that you're on. And which is why it's so important that you get in here. Not only are you going to prepare yourself to be a better man or a better woman, but you're going to influence those that are near you to do the same. And that's a powerful thing, because right now, like I said, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. And you know what I'm saying, we're trying to get, you know what I'm saying, our people in this truth. So things can happen where the Lord or where Christ comes back. We want that so we could rule the world. But if you're not prepared, if you're thinking that you're doing right in your own eye, you know what I'm saying, meanwhile, you know what I'm saying, you're destroying your community doing what you're doing. And we ain't getting nowhere as a people. And you're not going to see, you know what I'm saying, our people get elevated. What you're going to do is you're going to, you know what I'm saying, pass away, because you have to pay for your crimes eventually. You know what I'm saying? You can't live out your life like that. Now, Blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, they got a mission to do here. And that mission is to, you know what I'm saying, destroy this empire's ways of doing things, because they're anti-biblical. And the way we do that is we all come together as a people and wait for the Most High to, you know what I'm saying, to tell Christ to come back, so we can start taking, you know what I'm saying, our rightful place. But that's not going to happen with you consuming drugs, selling drugs to your own people. How are we going to be prepared to receive our King or receive the Most High's angels if you're still smoking? It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We need to be prepared and be ready for our people, because not everybody is going to get this message. Like, people are going to reject it, and then when the time comes that there's disaster, like, we got to, you know what I'm saying, handle business here on our side. And it's going to be total chaos. And if you're not ready to handle that, then you're going to perish. Because what good are you when things go down and disaster strikes and you're on the streets, you know what I'm saying, consuming drugs because you can't handle, you know what I'm saying, the wave of violence that's going on, or you can't handle the destruction that's going on. So since you're an addict to weed already, that's going to be the solution for everything for you, because you're already used to smoking it when you're stressed, right? That's what you're going to continue to do. Meanwhile, in here, you know what I'm saying, we handle stress. You know what I'm saying? We're being refined here in the ISUPK. And that's something that you should be doing here. Learning different ways of doing things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to smoke day and night as soon as I woke up. And it wasn't like that always. It just became a routine. So much so that, you know what I'm saying, it shows you really that you're an addict. You can't do things for yourself no more. You know what I'm saying? You feel like it's better doing it the way you're used to doing it. And that only increases. Once the weed is not good enough for you, guess what? You're going to get something else powerful. And once you get something else that's powerful, guess what? You're going to be in the streets standing slumped, you know what I'm saying, for hours on end. So you're not doing what you think is right. You know what I'm saying? Like you think you're doing what's correct, but again, just because everybody's following it doesn't mean that it makes it, you know what I'm saying, a righteous act. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are following things that don't make no sense. Look at the Catholics. they've been around forever. And they've been molesting children, and it seems that they're getting away with it because they have billions of followers. Does that make that the molesting is correct then? You know what I'm saying? We got to think outside of what society wants for us, man. We gotta move on. You know what I'm saying? Find the straight and rightful and righteous path, which is the ISUBK. So let's go on to verse 3. All right, so we're in verse 3, Proverbs 21, verse 3. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. So you're doing justice and making correct judgments is more acceptable than for you to kill an animal, or you basically taking what you have and giving it to the Lord. Like, he prefers you to be a just man and a just woman than you just, you know what I'm saying, killing off an animal for because you sinned. Like, he rather you not sin. That's what he's trying to say here. And a good example of that would be with Abel and Cain. You know what I'm saying? He would prefer that you just wanting to give him the better things than you staying with the better things. And that was the example on Abel and Cain. What did Cain do? Because he got jealous of the fact that Abel was being praised. But Abel was given, you know what I'm saying, well, the best he had to the Lord. And he was sacrificing the best he had to give it to the Lord. And Cain wasn't doing that. He still sacrificed, but he gave him the worst. Like, he wants you to be like Abel, basically. He wants you to be doing justice and ruling, you know what I'm saying, justly. If you're in an ISUPK and in the position that you are, that's what he expects from you. Justice and judgment. Instead of just giving the sacrifice. Don't give your worst. Give your best. All right, so we're in verse 4, Proverbs chapter 21. And high look and a proud heart and the plowing of the wicked is sin. So basically, you looking at another person basically arrogantly, or in your mind, it says, and a proud heart. And heart usually means your mind or what you're thinking about. Basically, I would say like the rich of Israel is a good example. The ones who are high up in the athletics, sports, the NFL, NBA, and the rich are people that are rich in the entertainment industry, like Hollywood. They have a high look and a proud heart. They left their neighborhoods that were destroyed, and they don't go back to it. They don't try to find solutions for it with the money that they have. They don't think like that. Now that they're rubbing, you know what I'm saying, elbows with the elites, how people like to say, or how we here saying the Bible says that they're holding hand in hand with Esau, Edom, which are the Caucasians. Like, they're used to that lifestyle now. So much so that they actually marry into that race. And everything that they make goes straight to that side there. It don't come to the barrios or the hoods or the reservations. It no longer goes to them. Everything that you make is now going to further the lives of the people that you married into. And so your children are also, once you cross a line like that and you go marry one of these oppressors, then your children also are going to have that same kind of high look and proud heart that it states on here. And so that's a sin to the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? And you getting in with these people, you know what I'm saying? You're leaving your people behind. And if you look at Diddy right now, Diddy's a good example. You know what I'm saying? Everything is shutting down for him. You know what I'm saying? He's being looked at as a criminal now. And for a long time, he's been looking at people with a high look and a proud heart. And, you know what I'm saying? The Lord has destruction for him, man. He's supposed to take care of his people. He got the money. He has the connections. He could do something with that money to bring at least the people in his neighborhood to better standing. But those people don't think like that once they get into the riches that they do have, which is why they won't enter into the kingdom of the Lord. That says the Bible. All right, so it says, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. Well, what is the job of the plow? The plow is an instrument used to prepare the ground. So it's like work that you have to do to prepare the ground. So the plowing is like the working of the wicked. Like they're working together. Because when you work with a plow and you're plowing, you're working the ground. So the wicked basically laboring to bring more wickedness. Like when you see the LGBT and their propaganda, that's the plowing of the wicked. Like they're preparing our people to switch over and to decide to be with them. And that's sin. And so if you're Black, Latino, Native American and you join that community, you become a part of the plowing. You're going to be marketing to children. You're going to be wanting to get into their cartoons and start with these ideologies early on so you could convert them to your community, because they're not going to be part of our community. They're going to be part of the community that you chose. So that's plowing of the wicked. And that's a sin with the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be doing what the word says here. So follow the Most High, follow the commandments, the statutes. You know what I'm saying? Follow the orders. And become a man of substance, man. Here in the ISUBK, being the example. You don't want to be in the LGBT community and be an example unto others, little brothers and sisters, man. You're going to turn them onto what you believe. And that's the plowing. You're working and you're laboring for another people's culture. When you have your own culture here, and you have the knowledge here, you have your history here, but you don't want to follow it. You want to follow your own thing. That's sin. That's a sin against the Most High God, man. He's not going to accept it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to pay for that. And most of them aren't doing it right now. And, you know what I'm saying, the Most High is sending them plagues, man. AIDS, HIV, cancer. They used to have monkeypox back when it was popular. You see people filled up with lumps and bumps all around the places where they used to commit the act. And you're going to keep suffering, man, until you perish, because you are following something that you shouldn't be. And you're turning our people into following that community, which is harmful for themselves. You're becoming Sodom. And you know what happened to Sodom. But that's all I have for you. Shalom, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua Barakatam to the brothers, and Yahweh Shema Alatan B'Hashem Yahushua to the sisters. Shalom.